Hey guys, Coach Gaglione from GaglioneStrength.com. Thank you guys for stopping by. I just wanted you guys to make sure before you leave, check out the links below for more information on how we can get you stronger. And now on to our Meathead Monday tip of the week. Hey guys, it's Coach Gaglione here from GaglioneStrength.com. We've got Gina Aversa here. She's helped me out today. Today we're talking about some beginner workouts for women that just want to get stronger. They want to get into powerlifting. Maybe they're not sure where to start. So sport of powerlifting is comprised of the squat, the bench, and the deadlift. So basically we're doing a lower body movement, an upper body movement, and doing something like it's kind of full body and working like the back and more of like the back side of the body. So we're going to do something for our legs. We're going to push something. We're going to pull something. We're going to work on those patterns first. So first thing always, we want to focus on the squat. So a really simple thing. You could use a box, a bench, a chair, and we can just start with your body weight. So we're going to have Gina here demonstrate. We're going to just actually sit on a box to start. So this is a really good way to learn because you're supported here. Okay, you don't have to worry about going down and kind of just basically finding your position. We can kind of get in a stable position and kind of move you into the right spot. So let's say just get in a bad spot, Gina, like with your knees in and back rounded. So here, no good. Not good. So we want to kind of get her out of that. So for here, I can instruct her to pull her chest up. I can have her get her knees out in a good position. And she can put her arms out for counterbalance if she needs to as well. So if she's still not getting it, I can give her a little tactile cue, have her push into my hand. She's starting to feel some tension in her hip, tight stomach, tight back. So I'm just going to give her some feedback here. And she's just going to stand up from there. And she can reverse the motion. And if she needs to reset her body, she can from here. Now, as she gets more comfortable, we could take the box away. We could even add some weight. So holding the dumbbell here. We like to hold the dumbbell. This is called a goblet squat, okay? And she can start to load it in the front, and this is going to help keep the chest up. So it's going to ingrain that good form. She's going to stay tight on the box and drive up. Good, you can put the weight down. And we can start to do that without a box as well. If you're still having trouble coming forward, you could also try this facing the wall. So we're going to do a wall squat here. And this is a really good teaching tool, or you could use it as an exercise as well for higher reps, okay? So if you fall too forward, your face is going to smack the wall. If your knees come too far forward, your knees are going to smack the wall. So basically the wall is like your coach. So she can do a couple of reps here. And as she gets more advanced, you can go a little closer to the wall. Good. And basically as far as how low should you go, it's a really common question. Basically what you want to do is you want to get to the point where your hip crease is below your knee. Now let's say you don't have the right mobility to do that yet. Just go as low as you can with good form. Okay, we don't want to sacrifice range of motion for quality of movement, okay? So that's a good place to start for the squat, okay? Now for the bench press, what I'd recommend, let's say you don't have any equipment, maybe you just have some light weights or some dumbbells. We can start with just like a one-arm floor press. So we're going to lie on our side here. Good. So you can face the dumbbell. Good. And we're going to grab it with your bottom hand, underhand grip. Good. Perfect. And just going to go on your side here. So we're going to grab it with two hands, pull our chest up, and we're going to kind of roll it in position here. Okay, and we can use our other hand for balance to get it in position. So one hand out to the side. Okay, so you don't need to transfer, but that's okay, cool. So you can that's fine. So you can start there. So our elbow is going to be supported on the ground. It's going to allow us a little bit more stability, and we can just push up from here. We want to try and get an elbow about 45 degrees from the body. So we're going to good combination. She's keeping her chest up, not letting her shoulders come forward. And then once she's done, she can bring it down, grab it with two hands, and roll back to the side. Okay, and then you do that on both sides. As you get stronger, okay, and you're able to control your body weight, just practicing some push-ups is a great way to kind of build up some strength before you start benching. So we recommend, just like the squat, starting from a bottom up. So we can start here. So you can see Gina's in a good spot where her elbows aren't too far out. So this would be like a flared position. This is not a great position to press from, so we want to keep our shoulders down and our chest out. So her wrist is in line with her elbow. Her elbows are kind of tucked in more toward her body versus flared out like this. So this is, again, bad position. This is more good position. She can get her abs nice and tight, squeezing the glutes, and we want to push her body away from the floor and come up as a unit. She's going to explode up, and lower herself under control. If she's not ready to do a full body weight yet, she could go from her knees and do the same thing from here. And drive up. So that's a good way. And then let's say like you're having some trouble, you could also just work on starting from the top and just lowering yourself slow down to the floor. So doing some push-ups here, and as you get more advanced, then you can start from the top position. Lower yourself down slowly, pause, just like a pause bench, and drive up, because you're going to have to pause in the competition once you get to the bar. So come down nice and slow, pause, and explode up. Good, and relax. So we started out with a floor press, then we did a bottom-up push-up, and then we did a slow eccentric, slow lowering push-up with a pause. How does that feel? Good stuff, okay?
Bench workout.
Yeah. So Gina just got finished with her workout, just getting a little extra working now. So we did the squat, we did the bench press, and now we're going to do deadlift, or it's a hinge type motion, okay? So there's definitely many types of deadlifts, but we're going to focus on a traditional type deadlift first. So the first thing we want to get down is just a bodyweight hip hinge. So we're going to watch Gina from the side. So most people, they make the mistake of rounding the low back, so we're just going to show a bad position. So a lot of people kind of just try and pick up weight from here. This is called spinal flexion. We don't want a lot of spinal flexion under load. We want a more neutral spine, okay? So we're going to stand up tall. What we like to instruct is just don't have the knees completely locked out. Don't have them completely bent. Just keep the knees soft, okay? So we're going to have soft knees. We're going to reach with our arms and reach with our butt. Good. So Gina's doing a good job of making her spine nice and long, so that reach is going to help. She's really stretching her hamstrings. Once her hips stop moving, she stops, and then she's going to come up and squeeze her glutes. She's going to reach, stretch the hamstrings, squeeze the glutes. And for beginners, this might be where you start. As you get more advanced, we could do a belly swing. So we're going to add weight. So we're going to hold it right here. Good. Squeeze the upper back, so we're locking in the upper back here for stability. Breathing into our belly, pushing our hips back, pausing, and squeezing the glutes. So we're working all the muscles of our low back, glutes, and hamstrings here. So this is a good way to progress into deadlifting. Good. And you can put the weight down. Another great way to practice the hinge with some weight, you could use a band or a cable. So this is called a pull-through. So you can grab the band in between your legs and do the same type of motion. You're going to stand this way, yep. And step out for some tension. So you want to keep your arms like hooks, just like you would a deadlift. You're going to sit back and fire the hips through. Good. Yeah, so you got to keep your balance here. So let's say we're having issues with some balance. This is a good variation. So good, squeeze, perfect, good. So another thing you could do, this is learn this from Chris Duffin. You could put this, stand inside the band. So that'd be a good variation if you're using a cable. You could also put this around your waist and step out. You'd use a heavier band for this, so step out more. Good, wide stance, reach. It's okay. Good, sit back and drive the hips through. And you do this for higher reps, more like 10, 20 reps, and really engage the glutes, squeeze at the top. Good, and relax. There you go. Nice work, Gina. So if maybe you're a woman, you're starting out, you want to get into powerlifting, but you're not really sure where to start. Maybe you're not strong enough to do a barbell yet. This is a great place to start. So we just start with your body weight, start with some bands, start with some dumbbells or some kettlebells. We did the squat, started with our body weight. We progressed into using weight. We also did the wall squat. We did the dumbbell floor press. We did bottom-up push-ups, slow eccentric push-ups with the pause. We did the hip hinge. Then we did a belly swing with the weight. And then we did a cable pull-through with a band, or you could use a cable attachment as well. So any other advice you have, Gina, for women getting started in lifting? What would you recommend for them?
Definitely just don't be intimidated. Don't be shy about trying out different things, and don't be afraid to look like an idiot like even I did. And I've been doing this for a while, so really, just be confident about it.
Cool, and have fun with it. So there's no pressure. Do the best you can. What's going to be heavy for her or hard for her is going to be different for me. It's going to be different from someone down the street. So do the best you can. Start off slow, make small progress over time. That's the best workouts for beginners if you want to get into strength training. Make sure you guys check out the links below and we'll see you next time, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you soon.